Hello. Uh, I think we can just start. It's still in 1 minute, so oh yeah, now
We
is
have,
just
we have
perfect
already
time.
6 participants, so yes.
Yeah. So hello to all participants in this session. My name is Tomasz Koch, and I am head of the Polish Lean Institute for last 17 years. I wanted to introduce the speaker of this session, Jacek Jarocki. Jacek has spent the last 13 years at Danone's Nutricia plant in Poland. As of April 2020, Jacek was responsible for realizing the vision of the factory in Poland as a leader across the Danone Group in digital transformation to increase productivity, efficiency, and improve ergonomics and workplace safety. Last year, the Danone plant in Poland was the first factory in Poland to be recognized by the World Economic Forum with the Digital Lighthouse Award for setting trends in digital transformation. And I am happy that Jacek agreed to share his experience. So Jacek, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much. As the event is worldwide, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening for some of you, I'm guessing. So my name is Jacek Jarocki, as I was introduced, and I'm working for Danone for baby nutrition plant in Poland. In order to support my presentation, let me launch the slides. All right. Okay, good. So today I will tell you a bit more about the digital performance management, which we are using from shop floor level to top floor level. I will focus on one specific tools. Looking on a time, it's not much to present many other tools. So let me start from the short introduction of the factory. So basically, we are baby food factory located in the south west of Poland in Opole. We are producing baby foods with our motto, the highest quality for children and now for patients' health, because now we are constructing completely new factory, which will be producing medical products. So we will supply with healthy products babies, but also patients. To show you the size of the factory, a couple of figures. So we have 77 years of experience. We started in 1946 with only one SKU. We were at that time grain coffee site, very small one. Today, we are producing more than 1,300 different SKUs of our product. And as the market is more and more customer oriented, next year we'll reach almost 1,500 SKUs. We are producing almost 100,000 tons, which we are shipping to more than 100 countries all over the world. If we look on our portfolio, today we are producing jars, we are producing cereals, pouch, we are producing milks in cans, and also milks in bag-in-box. And in 2025, we will add to this presentation also medical products for the patients. As mentioned by Professor Koch, this year in Davos, we were awarded as a digital lighthouse by World Economic Forum. And it's true, we are first and so far the only site awarded in Poland. We are first and so far the only site awarded in Danone. And to give you a flavor how prestigious this award is, World Economic Forum is granting this kind of awards since 2018, and every year only more or less 20 top players in digital transformation receiving this award in Davos. So it's a big privilege, a big honor for us to be awarded. But how it started? Let's go from high level to details. So in 2018, when we started our transformation, we were facing a number of challenges, which I gathered in 3 categories. First of all, complexity. Yeah, as I mentioned, every year our customers, our consumer are asking for more dedicated products, more specific products, so the complexity is rising. Today we have already more than 600 recipes. We already crossed the 1,400 SKUs, and as I mentioned, we are going towards 1,500. And across last years, our complexity grew by 35%. On the other hand, we are already #1 best performing plant in Danone. So we are kind of benchmark looking on safety, on quality, on cost efficiency, on production efficiency in Danone. And despite we are facing growth of complexity, our target is to maintain, to keep very good performance. So growing complexity shouldn't impact the performance. And last but not least, the third category of our challenge is people. Because currently in Poland, the economy is growing. So around Opole, there was established special economic zone, which for new factories, for new businesses, is giving kind of privileges, kind of benefits, no tax or low tax for 10 years. And as our company is working with procedures, we have very well-trained people, we are kind of source of employees to these new coming factories around us. Yes, so we have to, first of all, be able to train, reskill, readapt newcomers in very fast way. On the other hand, we have to be attractive employer on the local market. So those 3 challenges lead us to the point where we knew that we need some step change, need some breakthrough solution. And in 2018, Danone already saw a high potential of digital transformation. So Danone was looking for one volunteering plan which will pilot the solutions and then share the learning, share the experience. So we raised the hand as Opole Factory. We agreed to be this kind of digital pilot. And we got from Danone so-called license to fail and duty to learn. But how to start it? We started with number of learning expeditions. We visited already very experienced that time sites in terms of digitalization. We visited Airbus helicopters in France. We visited L'Oréal in France. We visited Bosch. And also we visited a startup center in Nice, bringing very long list of solutions, of digital solutions, what is possible, how it can be used. But having the list is one thing, but which of these solutions should be implemented, should be piloted, should be tested for such a site as ours. So we did internal pain point workshops. We listed all the pain points from operator up to the director level, site director level. And having the list of solutions, having the list of pain points, we created a matrix where we saw where we can start to work on. And I will not go to the details of this slide. I will just mention that our pilots touched almost every aspect of factory activities, because we piloted some digital tools for lab, some smart logistics, some energy intelligence systems. So every single aspect of factory activities was touched that time. But to make it in a very organized way, we gathered all pilots into three main streams. First one, connected shop floor. So everything about the knowledge flow, about the access to knowledge, about the Kaizen ideas, how to release potential of our operators, how to make them more flexible, agile. We put all these projects to this kind of projects to the connected shop floor stream. Then big data, how to analyze data, how to select right information out of many available data and analyze them in a right way. And the third stream, automatize task and flow. How to automatize tasks like, I don't know, logistics by using AGV. For instance, how to automatize laboratory by using dedicated robots. How to install robots or cobots in a very narrow space where you cannot allow big industrial robots. So we gather all projects into those three categories. Today, I will tell you a bit more only about the first stream, so connected shop floor, and only about the main tools which we implemented there. So you can see here three main tools which are the most impactful. The first one on the left is the one which I want to show you in details. It's Line View. It's real-time performance tracking with very high quality data coming straight from PLC. So there is no risk of mistake. It's factual data. There is no risk of opinion-based data by operator, but also it's a simplification of our operators' life because they don't have to report manually by their hands, minute by minute, their activities. I will go into details soon. Then the second system is POCA. In POCA, we have knowledge management, we have Kaizen ideas, call for help, and also different checklists. As you can see here in the middle of the screen, the blue label on the side of the box, it's POCA with QR code. So our operators have available 100 iPads across entire factory, which they can use. They can scan the QR code and go straight to write work instruction, to a specific checklist or whatever they need, whatever information access they need, they can reach it through POCA. Then the third system, Solvayce, it's providing us KPI review, task management, and data aggregation at all levels. You might be familiar with SIM, short interval meeting approach, or tier meetings. So today, the data, it's tracked only in this system, in Solvayce system. It's no more, we are not using anymore the plastic boards. And what is important, in the past, our operators have to rewrite some data from their paper card into plastic board. Today, all the systems are integrated. Yes, so you can have data straight from Line View into the first level of SIM. And then when you go to the next levels, so for managers, for directors, the data is aggregated in a very specific way. So now let me switch to the shop floor demo. So I will launch my web browser and go straight to Line View system for pouch department. So basically, you can see number of buttons on the top and three main tabs. First, I select the right time. So you can either go for a static specific period of time, either live 1 hour, which we are now on. You can select shift till now, but the shift started just 14 minutes ago. So let me select day till now, starting from 6 o'clock in the morning, and live data. So if in case of any event, we will see straight away that it appears. So you can see in the main tab, the general overview. First of all, you can check what you are producing currently. So I see that we are producing banana, strawberry, and kiwi. It's fruit puree for children's. And you can see main factor from the morning. So OE, overall efficiency, OU, which is 100% as we are running in running mode, and PE, so it's production efficiency, so pure efficiency without any changeovers. If you go to the right, you can see number of produced units since the morning, how many units was rejected due to whatever reason, either wrong scanning of barcode, either missing of prints, either X-ray detection. You can see how many pouches reach the end of the line and how many pouches could be produced if we use all the time, and what is the lost in terms of time. So since the morning, during last 8 hours, we lost about 1 hour and 12 minutes. You can see that the line layout with every specific machine, and the process part we put as a one machine because process part is pretty reliable in our case, and where we see a troubles, it's mostly related to the packaging side. If you go to the second tab, which is loss analysis, again you have the same information like OE, OU, PE, and so on, but then you have more details like equipment breakdown. You see plant downtime, which is in our case, is changeover. And if you go a bit to the bottom, you can see also the main loss breakdown, and also you can check the MTBF. So very good. You can go very deeply into analysis, and also here in the bottom, you can see downtimes divided by category, by machines. So if I click technical, I see how it looks on specific machines. If I go for technological, I see different categories. I see different levels on each machine, and so on and so on. The last tab is status. It looks pretty hard to digest. It looks pretty complex. But as you will work with the system a couple of weeks, it is very clear how to read it. And in fact, for me and for our operators, for maintenance, for managers, it's the most used tab. So here you can see the machines on the left side. On the right side, you can see status. And each time you have this kind of triangle, it means that the machine was stopped. You can see it also here on the chart, and the signals are coming straight from PLCs. However, we ask our operators to give a context of each downtime. So if I click here, I can see entry. Sorry, it's in Polish, but here I can see that the camera of barcode reader was blocked. If I click another downtime, I can see another command. Here was some blockage on the line. Yeah, but every time there is a downtime, I can see on one hand, what was the pure signal from machine. On the other hand, what was the command for contextualization done by our operator. I can also go into details, like if I click machine, specific machine, I can see performance of this specific machine, including breakdowns, minor stop, and so on. But also I can see our some interesting rejects, for instance. How many pieces across those 70-something thousand was rejected due to X-ray? How many kilograms we lost? What was the reason of rejects, like barcode readers and so on. So pretty detailed info. And coming back to the presentation, Let me tell you what are the benefits, because having the data, it's only one thing. And there is many systems available on market. So it's just a matter of which one you will select, which one will fit your purpose. But where the magic starts is how you analyze the data, what you are doing with data. Let me just hide the control bar. Okay, so there are a number of advantages. For operator, it's no more manual report, no paper on the desk. He's just seeing the system. The system is tracking all the stops, so he don't have to remember what time my breakdown started, what time my breakdown finished. It's all in the system. His only role is just to command. Then more time, as the operator don't have to rewrite the same data many times during the day for the plastic boards on different sim levels, we release his time for more added value task. For managers, of course, it's very transparent process, very high quality data, elimination of human factors. So it's factual, it's not opinion based, it's factual data. And you can go into very small resolution. In the past, operators were catching like a couple of minutes resolution. Today, we are catching every second of downtime, which sometimes give you a big benefits. One example, on our canning line, we observe, after installation of line, we observe that we have every single week 90 downtimes for the auto scale of check weighers, auto tear of check weighers, which was not needed that often. So we checked with quality, and in fact, it should be auto checked only once per shift. So we reduced the number. Because line was stopped every time the auto check was performed for a couple of seconds, because it was only a couple of seconds, we never catch it in previous reports. And because it was only a couple of seconds, we never even physically catch it that the line is stopped unnecessarily. So what we saved on only this single elimination of unnecessary stops, we reached 1% of OE. So of course it gives you a very good bottlenecks analysis. What is important is to focus your attention on the lines which are either fully saturated and where you have more demands from market than you are able to produce, because in this case, you can, every single released percent of OE means it's filled up with demands straight away. So be smart on selection the line for your pilot. Either you can select also line which is not fully utilized, but which is where you can see potential of shift reduction. So for instance, if your line is running on 16 shifts, so you have to keep additional staffing only to fulfill the 16 shift. If you see potential for improvement, you can reduce to 15 shifts and just release the people for some other tasks. And what I will show you some interesting analysis we did. Only one during the pilot on canning line in 2020. We just started to compare shift performance, so team performance. We had 4 brigades, and we got the information from LineView that the team number 3 is reaching more than 80% of OE, while the team number 4 is reaching only 63% of OE. So it was for us big surprise. While they are using same machines, more or less same portfolio, why we see so big difference? So we deep dive. And during the deep dive, we observed that there were 3 main factors why the difference were so big. First factor, the weakest shift was calling maintenance often than others. So it means that there was lack of technical knowledge for simple tasks, like if I have issue with my ribbon in the printer, typically all other shifts were helping themselves without calling maintenance, and this specific shift was calling maintenance. So we could see bigger number of tickets in maintenance system coming from team number 4 and team number 1. So it was clear indicator that we have to improve their technical knowledge. Then we saw that team number 1 and team number 4 is performing changeovers longer than expected. On one hand, they are exceeding intended changeover time. On the other hand, after changeover, we saw that they are doing some line adjustment, which shouldn't take place because we are pretty standardized. So it means that they were not using the correct settings. They were not using our procedure. They were just using their memories, what should be the setting on specific parameter. And the third factor, we saw very good kind of motivators, fighters on team 2 and team 3, which were competing with each other, really pushing the teams to reach high results. So what we did, first of all, we launched technical trainings. Every week we are spending half an hour to give some simple training from maintenance to operators. Yeah, so it's focused on the knowledge transfer from technical team to operators team. The second, we did SMET activity. So we rework our changeover procedure. We relearn the people how to do changeover in the right way. And the third factor which we changed was we asked fighters from team 2 and team 3. We moved the key leaders from those two teams to team 4 and team 1. So we even expected that most probably team 3 will decrease a bit the performance, but surprise, surprise, it was not the case, because on one hand, team 4 improved their performance, but team 3 improved it even more. I mean, even despite it was top, they improved the efficiency. Overall, it's not only on this shift benchmarking, but overall benefit coming from LineView is 7% across last 2 years, and as it was fully utilized by demand, we gain 2,000 tons to the overall volume, which is 2.2 equivalent of 2.2 volume we are selling in Poland of this specific canned product. And to show you that it was not only during the pilot, I will show you the results of rollout. We roll out the system for pouch department, and also you can see significant improvement of OE. And also we used this real-time performance tracking system to reduce the material losses reduction. So in pouch, this is a specific department. We opened the department in 2020 with material losses level of 8.5%. So every year we are reducing, and the target is to be below 2. This year we are year till date at the level of 4.2% of material losses. All right, so this is it from my side. I hope you like it. And if you have some questions, we have still 2 minutes to raise them.
There are a couple of questions in the Q&A. Can you open this for yourself, Jacek?
Yes, let me open. So there are some black rectangles blocking your presentation. Okay, could you?
Yeah, don't. Yeah, okay. That's the right question, actually. Go to the Mr. Orłowski question.
Okay, Mr. Orłowski, what kind of hardware has been used to connect this software with machines? It's a plug and play, or it needs programming and also involves machine supplier? So, okay, LineView provides you kind of black box which you are connecting into your either SCADA system, either line systems, line PLC systems, which is collecting all the PLC signals. So in our case, we had to involve machine suppliers only in few cases, only in those which are not using standard API. Yeah, so in that case, we needed help of machine supplier, but it was, I think, only maybe 2 machines out of 100, more than 100 machines connected to the system in entire site. And during the pilot, we used solution supplier experts, LineView experts, to help our maintenance guys to make the link between PLC and LineView system. And as of rollout, since the second line, our automation engineers were able to do this integration autonomously.
There are two questions that relate to the resistance of the operators, I understand. So how did you, Gary Cooper, how did you go about engaging the operators with LineView? And there is also another question related to this. Did you face any resistance in implementing these changes, for example, moving the teams around the improve? Thanks.
Okay, so I'll start with the first one. So there were some challenges, I wouldn't lie, there were some challenges. First of all, we used the language of benefits. So showing operators what's in it for them. Like, you don't have to manually type anymore. You don't have to rewrite the data anymore. So we use this this language of benefits. On the other hand, the biggest constraint was about the bit older operators, very experienced, close to retirement. How make them using digital solutions, pretty advanced digital solutions. So what we launched here was so-called reverse mentoring. So the experienced older operators were teaching youngsters on how to make the changeover, how to make the operation smooth. And on the other hand, youngsters were the mentors for older people, how to smoothly use the digital tools. So the reverse mentoring was really a step change in our case. So this is the answer for the first question. To the second question, of course, there were some constraints, some let's say blockers on the mixing the shifts, because people were saying, okay, we are driving together to the work, it will be maybe more painful to us, but in each case we treated individually. We spoke with those people who saw some constraints, but overall people in Opole warmly welcomed the overall transformation, because it makes simply their life easier.
There is also another interesting question from Zenan. With several systems in place, do you have any central enterprise information management system?
Yes, I have. So I can even maybe share with you. You can do it with many different ways, but even on LineView system, let me share the screen. Even on LineView system, which I didn't show you because of the time constraints. I switched to LineView. So even in LineView, I have something like factory view. So for management, you can purely see the performance. You can switch, compare the lines. You can go straight to specific lines. So in the morning, you can just observe on which line you had a problem, which line needs your attention. It's loading. I think I'm using all the width bands for the telco. let me wait a little bit. Yes, it's coming. So you can see performance of all line. It's real-time performance. And if you check them in the morning, you can see which line requires your attention. Besides that, we are using Power BI tools to compare lines, to see data in the compacted way as we want to analyze it. Because one of the biggest challenge in our case is as you have access to big data, really big data, how to select the right informations, how to select the informations which matters. Yeah, so in this case, we are using Power BI mostly.
I think we are already 5 minutes over time. So, Mr. Jarocki, thank you very much for sharing your big experiences. Thank you, and I hope you see so many signs that people are satisfied with the presentation. So, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.